Hello, and welcome to the Pool is Abstract, where we're currently rewatching and dissecting the revived series of Doctor Who, episode by episode. My name is Connor, and with me is my dewy orb of heaven. It's Charlotte.
Excuse me. What?
When they said that in the episode, I had to take it. I'll have that as well. How you doing, Char?
Worse now.
You're worse for that?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Thanks.
I can only apologise. Charlotte, today we are covering Series 3, Episode 2. It's called The Shakespeare Code. It aired on the 7th of April 2007 and was written by Gareth Roberts. Thoughts?
Damn, it's goofy.
Yeah.
It's proper goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you should like this. This is so up your... You know how we have these conversations at Halloween, how you don't want to watch spooky movies, but you want spoopy movies?
Yeah.
This is so that. This is so on par with, like, Hocus Pocus and, like, the witches.
Excuse me, it most certainly is not. Only because it has witches in it.
No, like, the makeup effects, the
How dare you?
The level of camp, like, all of it.
The effects. How dare you?
It's all on par, honestly.
No, it's
it's
not.
all the same.
This... Oh...
It's
It's poop.
Do you not like this, Sam?
I don't know.
Right, okay.
Part of me is like, yeah, and other part of me is like, oh dear God, what is this?
Well, right, so this is the first episode of the show written by Gareth Roberts, and he goes on to do a lot of work in the Whoniverse. This is his first contribution to the main series. He will go on to write The Unicorn and the Wasp.
Which is great.
He will go on to write The Caretaker.
Which is pretty good.
He co-wrote Planet of the Dead with Russell. It's the desert one with the bus.
Oh, that one's alright, yeah.
Then he did also write Closing Time.
I mean, there's worse.
The man is a hit or a miss machine.
Yeah.
Unicorn and the Wasp is amazing. Closing Time is doo-doo. So, yeah. He also does a lot of Sarah Jane stuff.
Does he?
He does. He did, obviously, Invasion of the Bane with Russell as, the pilot.
I was going to say that episode feels like this episode.
You say that, but he also did, as well, he did Revenge of the Slitheen, which was, like, the first, like, proper episode.
Yeah.
But he also did Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane.
That's good.
He did The Temptation of Sarah Jane Smith.
That's also good.
He also did The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith.
Also good.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
Do you reckon he's, like Chris Chibnall?
Yeah.
Is he what Chris Chibnall is to Torchwood for Sarah Jane, do you reckon?
Yeah. I feel like he's one of those that struggles with tone.
Yeah, like Chibnall's Torchwood stuff, minus Cyberwoman, is, and Day One, is pretty good. And then his Doctor Who work, he's got like a couple decent things, but overall it's kind of lackluster. And I don't know, I feel like Gareth Roberts' best work is better than Chibnall's best work in Doctor Who. Like Unicorn and the Chibnall does not have an episode as good as Unicorn and the Wasp.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. That's a fair enough statement to make, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, so you're more of a Sarah Jane person than I am. You grew up with that, so obviously you got more of a frame of reference for those ones. I've not seen The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith yet.
Have you not? Oh yeah, we haven't got to it yet. It is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing is obviously this is technically the second appearance in the show of a famous historical figure that's a writer after who?
Charles Dickens.
were you trying to think, or was that just for dramatic effect?
I was thinking Charles Dickery.
Dickery?
Charles Dickens.
Wickens?
Charles Dickens.
Yes.
But my brain was trying to say Darwin, so I was fighting it off. That's why the pause was there. I was like, that's not what I'm looking for, brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dickens.
Charles Dickery. Oh no, Charles Wiggins. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess without going into spoilers or anything, just general vibes. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle.
Who knows?
You should know.
I don't.
Well,
maybe it'll be like, was it the last episode we did where I was like, I'll tell you at the end because maybe.
No, I think you said that in The Runaway Bride, and then you didn't. When I came back at the end,
lied.
you just lied.
Okay, I'll have the intention now of trying to do that, but I'm not making promises.
Right.
I'll
okay.
try.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe, because it's got some good bits.
It does.
It's
yeah.
got a lot of things that make me laugh, even though I believe unintentionally so. I don't think they meant to make me laugh. It's just so goofy.
Yeah, but like, I don't think goofy in a way that's tonally jarring. I think
the whole episode is goofy, yeah. But then it's quite hard to take it seriously. What do you feel about it? Go on.
No me.
I hate that so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, like I enjoy it. Overall, I think this is a middling episode of Doctor Who. I think this is a solid, like, this is exactly what I think of when I think of Doctor Who. Like, if you don't, like, I'm not saying that as in, like, oh, this is, like, one of my favourite episodes and this is one I think of, but if you just think of a standard, run-of-the-mill, meat and potatoes episode of Doctor Who, this is what I imagine.
Fair.
But with that in mind, I like it.
That's fair enough.
I like the show, you know.
I never would have guessed.
Yeah. So, do you have anything to say in general about this before we just jump straight into the plot?
No, I think we just need to get into it because
Okay.
I got to talk about this.
Right. So, we're in 16th century London. And we meet Lilith.
Yeah.
Teenage girl, I assume. She's a teenager?
Yeah, I'd say like late teens.
Yeah. She's being serenaded from her balcony by some boy playing the lute out in the street.
Yeah.
My note says bot, not boy. Whoops. Yeah, so he's playing her a tune and she's like, come in. And he's like, don't mind if I do. So, yeah, she lets him in and he immediately just rips into her house.
Yeah.
I get that he's shocked, but, like, that's not going to work, is it, dude?
What do you mean?
Well, he wants to get some. He wants to get some nookie, yeah? So he goes in and he's immediately like, why does a girl so fair live in a place that is... And what does he say exactly, Vicky?
He's like so vile. When you mean rips into her house, you mean like he makes comments on how terrible her house is.
Yes.
I thought you meant like...
Well, physically.
No, as in like bolts upstairs.
I
desperately
see.
Like rips through the house.
I see.
Which also, I think... signs of desperation. He's just running through the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair. He's like, I mean, there is like hanging dead animals and all sorts of stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but like...
He's like, this is not the vibe.
You'd think you just keep stum just till you get, like...
Well, what makes me laugh so much about
it's
it?
It's impolite.
I mean, it is. But what makes me laugh, he's obviously not that bothered because she's like, don't look at the house, just focus on me. And he's like, all right.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so she kisses him, and he's like into it, but then when she pulls away, she's
a witch.
Yeah, she's all wrinkly, and that's about it, really. That's all the changes.
Pretty much.
Does she have fake teeth put in when she's a witch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got like spiky teeth.
Yeah, so she's got like fangs, and she's a bit wrinkly. And he's like, oh my god, you're ugly.
I mean, she is quite different to me. I wouldn't say like, she's a little bit wrinkly and she has different teeth. Like, she's wearing prosthetics. Like,
okay, she's an ugly old hag. Okay,
yeah.
And she's like, oh, I need to introduce you to my mothers. Meet Mother Bloodtide and
Doomfinger.
Doomfinger, yeah.
When I heard it, I thought she said Doofinger. And I was like, what kind of name is that?
Oh, Mr. Doofinger, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mother's Bloodtide and Mother Doomfinger.
Nice.
And it's funny because, like, which is it Doomfinger that's just, like, hanging on the ceiling? It's just, like, looking out, she's like, I've been here the whole time.
Just floating on the ceiling.
Yeah. So, yeah, they kind of, like, cackle, and he screams, and then they all pounce on him, and all three of them are just, like, mauling him to death.
Well, so I couldn't help but laugh at this, because the one that isn't on the ceiling, the one that is, like, on the ground...
Yeah.
The way she jumps towards him is so goofy. Please, go back and watch this. It's like proper like
Yeah. It's camp, isn't it?
Like head back, kind of like chin and neck touching.
Yeah, because when they attack him, do we get like a POV shot? So it's like they're coming towards the camera.
No, like you can see he's kind of like off screen,
right?
And then I don't even know what you say. Her name was Lilith or whatever. Yeah. And then she's literally
her
to the
name.
camera.
Her name is said once this entire episode, and it's right here. It's when the boy's outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, it's time."
Yeah. So yeah, they're all cackling. They're all mauling him apart. You said this. You're like, what, are they eating him?
Yeah.
Are they just like, what's the deal? I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Like, is it that kind of thing of?
What do they have to gain from this? If they're not eating him, then why lure him in just to kill him? Well, unless they need him for a spell or something.
Well, I don't know what it's from. It's probably from 1,000 things where people kind of use, or witches use people's energy to keep them looking young. You know, that kind of thing.
And do they use it all on Lilith?
Well, they only need the one.
I guess, but... Yeah, Lilith says, like, at the hour of the spoken words, they'll be freed and Earth will perish and yada yada you. And then, that's it? Cold open? Yeah. And then we get opening titles. Good. And then we come back and in the TARDIS. Yeah.
Doctor still can't fly the TARDIS.
You need 6 people to fly it. Don't look at me like that. A TARDIS is supposed to have 6 pilots. No wonder it shakes and bounces around. That'd be like driving a car if you had to like if you needed someone else to like operate the clutch and like change someone else to change gear and someone else to like steer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I love the fact that as well. He's like, hang on to something, and then he just cocks his leg up on the console.
Does he cock his leg up to like stabilize himself, or does he? Because I thought he was hitting one of the controls with his leg. I thought he was piloting by cocking his leg up and like pulling a lever with it.
I don't know, but either way, he's clung on to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So they land, and she's like, "Where are we?" And he's like, "Go take a look." And as you'd expect, they go outside, and she's amazed by the fact that they've gone back in time. They're in 1599. Mm-hmm. And obviously in London. She says, "Where are we?" "Oh wait, I gotta get used to this. When are we?" And he narrows it down to 1599. She goes to step forward, and the Doctor like pulls her back because someone from a window upstairs just throws a bucket of poop. Let's try not to swear then. throws a bucket of poop. Out the window and sloshes on the floor right in front of him. He's like, "Well, sometime before the toilet." And she's like, "That's all right, I saw worse in A&E."
Fair.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair. I bet you see some horror shows there.
Yeah.
She's like, "Wait, is it safe to be walking around the past and stuff?" She talks about like, what if I step on a butterfly and like change the future?
Do you know what I find quite funny? It doesn't... I know it's a very common thing, but I'm almost certain... Was it Ruby who also said that?
She does step on a butterfly, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I'm almost certain she mentions it.
Yeah, because they go back in time, and she's like, "What if I step on a butterfly?" And the Doctor's like, "Don't be silly. Whoever actually stands on a butterfly?" And then she like stands on a butterfly and turns it to Rubathon Blue. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the fact that you remember Rubathon Blue, what? You're such a nerd. Anyway,
it's not nerdiness; it's just memory. Don't look at me like that. So she asks, what if I step on a butterfly? The Doctor's like, "Well, just don't step on a butterfly." Like, what's a butterfly ever done to you? And she's like, "Wait, do I need to worry about being carted off?" And he's like, "Why? Oh, yeah, and sold into slavery." And the Doctor's like, "Why would they do that?" And she's like, "Well, I'm not exactly white."
This is the stupidest thing.
Yeah, I know. He goes, "Well, I'm not even human. Just walk around like you own the place. It works for me." Dude.
I literally said, "I'm sorry, but you're a white male."
Dude.
That is more likely to be...
We need a tally, right? 10th Doctor being a dick tally.
I don't know whether it's a dick or being completely and utterly unaware.
Oh, he is a dick.
I mean, he is a dick.
Just in general, over his lifetime. Do you know what? We should have done this from the beginning and just see how many times each Doctor is a dick.
I mean...
10 would win.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
Yeah, but just how many times he does something, you're like, dude... Get some perspective, man.
Yeah.
You can't tell this black woman is like, just walk around like you own the place in the 1500s.
Yeah, they'll be fine. You'll be fine. They won't question anything.
Yeah. I mean, luckily they don't, but
No.
That's more so because he's there, I think. If she were on her own.
I do wonder whether there's like there's the what's it called? Chameleon circuit on the TARDIS.
Yes, nerd.
What? That's easy to remember. He constantly mentions it. Anyway, I wonder, how they say like the TARDIS kind of its effects go further afield and kind of like translate for you.
Yeah.
I wonder if it kind of like does that with its chameleon circuit a little bit.
Or makes people not see rays.
Well, just in general, blends you in a bit more. And whether the Doctor doesn't have to change his outfit because he knows that, but he allows his companions to change so they feel like they're in the environment.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when people actually draw attention to how the Doctor dresses.
Because, like, never. And that's the thing.
I swear there are a couple of occasions. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I swear there are occasions where people mention that he dresses weird.
Yeah, but it's the thing of, like, Shakespeare here obviously kind of notices Martha's, well, what
ethnicity.
Yeah, but whatever the fuck he says she's from, like, African queen or something. Yeah. But he also, like, the Doctor mentions how, like, perceptive he is, so...
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't work on him as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, they walk around town. The Doctor says, he says that like Elizabethan England is more like the 21st century than she thinks. He's like, look, recycling, and then there's people like scooping poop off the floor and putting it in a bucket, presumably for
everything.
What do you mean everything?
Well, they used manure and poop and stuff. Well, it depends.
Yeah, so I was thinking like fertilizer, but you said everything. I want to know what else you'd use it for.
They used to use poop to make homes.
Ew.
They used
really?
they used to put it
like
with...
in Minecraft, the poop block.
No, they used to mix
a mud hut.
Yeah, they used to mix it manure with straw and mud.
Oh, your house would stink.
Well, it goes solid. It just smells earthy.
Oh, well, never mind.
Look, people aren't eating the shit you're eating right now, okay? So
how does it hold up in the rain?
It don't. Yeah, I think
might as well live in a sandcastle.
I think people use like poo for lots of different things.
Okay. Yeah, the Doctor says, yeah, recycling, and then there's like two guys like drinking out of a barrel. He goes, water cooler moments. And then this guy's like, oh, the apocalypse is coming, the world's gonna burn. And the Doctor's like, global warming.
The guy's like, oh.
Yeah, and then he kind of quickly deduces where they are. He runs around the corner and he's like, wait, if I'm right. And he's like, yep, there it is. And he sees the Globe Theatre. He's like, freshly opened. And obviously Martha's a bit like, wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So...
And he's like, let's go see the man. And she's like, oh, is he in there?
Yeah. Do you ever get that? Do you ever go to a concert and you like look at the venue and you're like, oh my God, they're in there? No? Is that just me? Like, it's
well, yeah.
I think it's different if it's like a band, because you forget like a band is... This sounds dumb, but like I often forget that a band is made up of multiple individual people. But you know, if you're going to see a person, say you're going to see Ed Sheeran or something, and then you go to the venue, and there's that thing of like, maybe it's more common if you don't go to a lot of concerts. There's a thing of when you get to the concert and you're like, he's in there somewhere. Like Ed Sheeran, the man we know from everything, he's there, probably sat on a sofa having a sandwich or something right now. Like, he's actually there. Do you never get that?
No. I get that
sometimes.
Occasionally, like if you see...
I think I had it the first time when I saw Paramore.
Oh.
In Cardiff, and there was just that thing of like, Hayley Williams is back there somewhere.
Yeah, no, I've never really... I know it's a common thing. I've spoken to people about that, but I've never really had that. And if I have, it's more being about, like, TV shows. In the sense of, like, you know, you hear, like, oh, I know, Tom Hardy was in Barry Island filming something, and you're like, Tom Hardy's in Barry Island.
Well, that's how Mark Davis came into TK Maxx.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly,
to buy a wicker basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like things like that's what I'm more like.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
I've had
strange.
it a couple times. I had it, yeah, with Paramore. I had it when we went to see 21 Pilots the first time. It's just that thing of like, oh my God, they're back there. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
it's just me.
I think I'm more stranged out by them just living their everyday life.
You forget that this isn't just what they do.
Yeah, but it's also
Yeah.
for me. I just find those again. Like I find it funny that Warwick
The
Davis
idea
would
of
just
Tom-
be in TK Maxx.
That's something. Yeah, the idea of like Tom Hardy going to Spar to buy like a carton of milk.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I thought of him like filling petrol in his car.
yeah. Like I wouldn't be surprised that Shakespeare was in the Globe. I'd be
That's it.
surprised that he was in the local pub. Do you
That's
know what I mean?
yeah, I don't know. It's weird, because you always just assume they're doing their profession. But yeah, the idea of like, I don't know, going to like Tesco or something, and then you're like, wait, is that Dwayne Johnson like putting petrol in his Dodge Ram? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that Jimmy Carr buying a Mars bar? It's just like, oh, we saw what's his name, Jeremy Kyle in Centre Parks, didn't we?
Yeah, painting pottery with his grandkids.
Like, oh yeah, Jeremy Kyle is a person. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't just turn off when the show stops.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Anyway, Shakespeare.
Tangent over.
Yeah. So the doctor's obviously telling Martha about it all. He says, of course, it's not really a globe, it's a tetradecagon. And it's also brand new, recently opened for the plays written by the man himself. So he says to Martha, yeah, we'll go to the theatre. And the doctor says, well, as they're walking off, he's like, when you get home, you can tell people you've seen Shakespeare. And she goes, yeah, and I can get sections.
I love that. She says it with such sarcastic glee.
Yeah, such sass, you
Yeah.
could say.
Come on, Martha.
Yeah, at the Globe, they're watching Love's Labour's Lost, and Martha's telling the doctor how much she likes the play. She says it's even worth putting up with the smell.
Yeah.
Rude.
Well, actually, are they watching that?
Yeah. Yes.
Are they?
Yes. Love's Labour's Lost, yes.
Oh.
So, I was just thinking as well, this is unrelated, but I'm just like, when she's on about this smell, I'm just thinking like, how, like, they could really do with like Lynx Africa. You know how much of that is like left over after the Christmas sales?
Yeah.
Like, do you reckon the doctor ever just wants to go back with like the Lynx Africa gift sets? So, like, here you go.
What's the play called then that he writes for?
In the episode,
Yeah.
Love's Labour's 1.
Ah. So it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
Were you paying attention?
I'm not gonna lie. No.
Okay. Right,
in some cases, no.
So they're watching Love's Labour's Lost.
Yeah.
Obviously, is a Shakespeare play.
Yeah.
The doctor's pointing out that there are men dressed like women. Actually, no, Martha points it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Martha says, wait, is that men dressed like women? The doctor's like, London never changes. Yeah, Martha wants to see Shakespeare, and yeah, she goes, author! Oh, wait, do people even say that? And then everyone starts chanting it, and so I was like, well, they do now. And
She
then,
literally does the thing. She's like, oh, should I be careful about this kind of thing?
Yeah.
And she's like, ah.
yeah, and then he comes out, and he's doing bows, and he's
Yeah.
blowing kisses to the audience or whatever. And Martha's like, he's a bit different from the portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the doctor's talking about how much he like admires Shakespeare. He says he's a genius. He's like, he's a man of words. What's he gonna say? And he just looks at the audience and goes, shut your big fat mouths. And the doctor goes, oh. Martha's like, oh, you should meet your heroes. I just love that disappointment in the doctor's face. And he's like,
She's like,
oh.
so he's going to say something so profound and so meaningful.
Yeah.
Shut your face.
Shut your big fat mouths. So yeah, Love's Labour's Lost is what they just finished, and Shakespeare announces that he says that, I know what you're thinking. What kind of ending's that? Don't worry, you'll get the answer soon, because we're going to have a sequel called Love's Labour's 1. So that's clearly the bit that you weren't listening to.
Yeah.
At this point, Lilith is in the audience. She's watching from above. She's dressed like royalty this time.
She is, yes.
Is her wig better?
Yeah, so they mention something about a wig at the start, don't they?
Yeah. A wig is mentioned in the episode, yes.
Yeah, because I literally said to Connor, the first time she came on screen, I've got a terrible thing for this, and I'm really sorry. I just can't not notice it. But soon, the first time we see Lilith, I was just like, wig.
Yeah, it was like the first shot when she looks over the balcony. You just went, wig.
Wig.
Yeah, because then later on, someone mentions a wig, and we just kind of looked at each other like, oh.
Oh, wig. Yeah, her wig is better laid here.
Yes.
Yeah. She's
Good.
fancy. What I don't understand is this, right? If she's dressing as royalty there...
I think that boy from the cold open wanted a better lay. Carry on.
He wanted a lay.
He got laid on the floor.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, if she's dressing up as royalty and has that ability,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't she do that the whole time?
Because she's obviously using it to get in and out of places. Like, so to slip under in a scene. Because later on when they're in the pub, she's like a maid or something.
Yeah.
My question is, does no one ever see her around and like, wait, Your Highness, what are you doing sweeping the floor? Or does no one ever see her there and they're like, what are you doing here, servant girl?
Either that, or are they... Well, I was going to say, are they not that, like, privy to wigs? But no, because wigs were massive then. So
I think not that privy to wigs.
Isn't, like...
When will you wear wigs?
As in, like, are they like, oh, that has to be a different person because...
A proper Superman Clark Kent scenario.
Yeah, she's got different coloured hair.
Yeah. She hasn't got wrinkles and fanged teeth. Yeah, so Shakespeare says that there's a sequel coming out, Love's Labour's 1, and Lilith has like a puppet of him, a voodoo doll, presumably, and she takes control of him, and then he's all of a sudden says, the play will be shown tomorrow, and everyone's like clapping, and obviously all the actors are like, what? Like, we've not read this.
You haven't wrote this.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, so... Yeah, everyone's clapping. Even Martha's clapping, but the Doctor's standing there a bit confused, like...
I don't know.
That was weird.
She's like, I'm a fan and I don't know that. I don't know that work.
Yeah, so as they leave the theatre, Martha says, like, I know I'm not an expert or anything, but I've never heard of Love's Labour's 1. And the Doctor explains, yeah, it's famously the Shakespeare's Lost play. I mean, that's real. That is the thing. Like, Love's Labour's 1 is always listed as like one of his works, yet there's never any record of it ever having been played or it being written. So that's weird, isn't it? Yeah. What happened there, do you reckon?
Fuck knows. Didn't it burn down? Didn't the what's it called?
The Globe.
The Globe, yeah. The Globe burnt down, so maybe it was lost in the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Oh no.
Do you know who did start the fire? The first Doctor. So, so the Doctor, he obviously explains all this to Martha.
Yeah.
Martha says, like, oh, have you got like a gadget in the TARDIS where we can record things? Maybe we can record the play and sell it back in the 21st century, make a fortune. The Doctor's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
And she's like, oh.
She's like, yeah, that would be wrong.
And he's like, yeah.
Yes. But obviously the Doctor wants to find out more about why the play was never published, so he's like, it's supposed to be a quick trip, but I guess we can hang around a bit longer. So they go to a pub. What's it called?
I don't know.
I pointed it out to you.
Did you?
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention.
Brilliant.
To be fair, at one point I did go up to get some fondant fancies.
That wasn't this point.
I don't know.
The pub's called The Elephant.
Oh yeah, that's a weird name.
Yeah, I mean the establishing shot of it, there's a sign there with an elephant on it, and it says The Elephant. Yes. So Shakespeare and his actors are given beer by the landlady, who's named Dolly, I think.
Yeah.
Lilith is also in the room. She's disguised as like a maid.
Dolly's very forward to Shakespeare.
She likey.
She's like, here's your beer, I'll give you something else later. And he's like, oh. Okay.
No me.
Oh, no.
So the actors asked Shakespeare why he said the play was going to show tomorrow instead of next week as they planned. He says, don't worry, I'll have the last scene finished by the morning. And they're like, huh? At this point, the Doctor walks in. He's like, hello, here to meet Shakespeare.
And Shakespeare's so pissed.
Yeah, he thinks he's a fan. He's like, no autographs. No, you can't have a portrait done with me. And don't ask me where I get my ideas from. And then Martha peeks her head and she's all like smiles. And this is when we actually get the, oh, no me. And all of a sudden he's in the mood. He's in the mood to have them in.
Yeah, he literally tells the actors to go away, and he's like, "Come sit next to me."
Does he tell, or is it Dolly that tells? Because Dolly says like, "Oh, looks like he's found his new muse or something." I thought she tells him to go away.
No, he literally tells them to like go off.
All right.
He's like, "Go off," and he tells Martha to come sit down next to him, and then that's when Dolly's like, "Oh, he's found his new muse."
Yeah. So yeah, they leave. Shakespeare's a bit confused by Martha's clothes.
Well, I don't know what to say. Confused, more excited.
Oh yeah,
he's like they're very form fitting.
He says they're very fitted. He asks where she's from, and the doctor says she's from Fredonia. So the doctor tries to pass him off. Tries to pass himself off as Sir Doctor of TARDIS.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
I was going to say, you don't look like you do.
I do remember that, but I also was thinking, I don't think that's ever mentioned. Like,
what do you mean?
Like,
well, that he's got a knighthood.
Yeah, it was like Sir Doctor. Like at any point, they're just like.
Well, it's that thing technically, isn't it? Because it's Victoria that knights him, which obviously is after this.
Yeah. No, I'm on about like in this episode.
Oh, right.
No one's like, "Oh, Sir Doctor." Like.
But no one could, yeah. Because that's the thing, because he tries to show Shakespeare his psychic paper, and Shakespeare says, "That's blank, mate."
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd think he would be like, that's quite a statement to make if you've got no identification.
Yeah.
Shakespeare says it's blank. Martha's confused because she says, "No, it says right there. It says doctor there." And the doctor explains psychic paper, and obviously he says Shakespeare's immunity to the paper proves he's like an absolute genius.
I've got a question about this. Does that mean Martha saw it said that?
Yeah.
Does the doctor see it says it?
Probably.
But he just knows.
Because sometimes the doctor shows someone something and they go, "Oh, sorry, whatever," and then he looks at the paper, doesn't he? And he's like, "Oh," and he's surprised by what's there.
I guess. But I thought it shows you what you wanted to see.
Depends who's writing.
Does it? I guess he wants to see what
in New Earth. It's used by the face of Bo to send a message.
I guess you could.
Or Cassandra,
you could say that people are wanting to see that he's got more authority than he has, and he's wanting to see what they see.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
So, Shakespeare's interested in the word psychic. And obviously he wonders who the doctor is, but his attention is more placed with Ms. Jones. So he's like flirting with her. He describes her as a queen of Afric.
She's like, what?
He says, "Oh, yeah," because she's like, "Excuse me." He's like, "Oh, we're not supposed to say that anymore." And he calls her a blackamoor lady. I think she's slightly offended.
Well, how could you be offended? Like,
because she says like, "I can't believe I'm hearing this," and the doctor just rubs his eyes and goes, "Political correctness gone mad." Gareth Roberts.
I mean, to be fair, it's one of those things, like, I don't know, but I feel like if someone called me something offensive and because I went back in time, I'd be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they call me that," but I wouldn't be like, "You've called me that?" I'd be like, "Well, it makes sense because where I am."
I get maybe it's the thing of because he's such like a man of words, she'd assume he'd be more, I don't know, choosy with his words, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but even then, like, I mean, he's calling her a queen.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it is a bit ropey, to mean like unusual choice of words, but I guess he's seeming like he's trying to pay her a compliment.
He's flirting, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
At this point, Linley, master of revels, barges in, and he's demanded to see Shakespeare's script. Shakespeare's like, "I can't give it to you. It's not written yet." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "I'll give it to you in the morning." And he's like, "Hey, you work to my schedule. I don't work to yours, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "If you don't give it to me now, I'm going to make sure that Love's Labour's Won is never played."
Well.
And then, he storms out. Martha's like, "Oh, that was a bit underwhelming then, wasn't it? That's why no one's ever heard of this play. I thought it was going to be something a bit more mysterious." So Lilith is nearby. She obviously overhears all this, and she contacts her mothers, who are called
Doomfinger and something blood.
Blood Tide.
Blood Tide.
She contacts her mothers to warn them. She's like, "Hey, this guy's trying to stop the play." So she is like messing with this like voodoo doll. She goes up to him first, doesn't she? And she like pulls a lock from his hair or something. Yeah,
do you know what? That's what makes me laugh so much about this is the fact that all the guys who get in trouble, is because they can't keep it in their pants.
Well, I guess that it makes sense why because she's the youngest. It makes sense why she's the one that appears young.
Yeah,
because I guess seducing is probably the easiest way to get close to someone, I guess.
Yeah. And she's like,
yeah, because she goes up to him and he's like, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he says something like, "Oh, get away from me, girl," and then he like takes a step away and then takes a step back and goes, "I'll be back later." Yeah, so then she makes a voodoo doll, she contacts her mothers, and they all start like chanting together.
And then she puts him she puts the doll in a bucket.
Yeah, she puts the voodoo doll in a bucket of water, and Lindley starts like vomiting water.
Yeah.
He starts going, and he's obviously just walking down the street, but it's as if he's drowning.
Yeah, this poor actor, because there was so many cuts. There was like so many like not cuts, but takes of this. It's like, and again, mouthful of water, spit it out again.
Yeah. So the Doctor, Martha, and Shakespeare can hear a commotion in the street, and they run out. And I don't know why they did this thing to make him like drown, if ultimately they were just going to stab him in the heart.
I know.
But yeah, they stab him in the heart, and he just dies.
I guess because it would have looked more natural, and they wouldn't have.
What, drowning on land?
No, I'm on about like it's for the writing. Like it would have looked more natural if he just died from a heart
because they would just assume he had a heart attack. That's what I mean. It's a plot thing, isn't it? Because they need to think, well, this looks like witchcraft, but like, why would the witches in universe do that? Don't know.
They just really didn't like him.
They wanted him to suffer first.
Yeah.
Or Lilith's just really impulsive, and then she tried to drown him, and then had a thought like midway through, like, wait, this isn't gonna work.
Either that, or she's drowning him, and she's like, God, it's taking ages.
Checking her watch.
Yeah, God, he's spluttering out there. Just end it.
Yeah. So yeah, she stabs him in the chest, the doll.
Yeah.
And the real man collapses, dead. So Martha and the Doctor run over. They try help. Well, the Doctor's like, "I'm a doctor," and Martha's like, "Me too." And the Doctor says it looks like something struck his heart. Martha tries CPR, but obviously finds his lungs are full of water. The Doctor tries to like calm the crowd down by telling them that he had like a natural death. Was it sudden imbalance of the humours?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that nothing?
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, he asked for a constable to take the body. Lilith offers to go fetch one, and she walks off with like a big grin on her face. And Martha asks the Doctor why he lied, basically. And he says, "This lot, they've got one foot in the Dark Ages still. And, anything kind of unnatural would lead them to think it's witchcraft." And she's like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Witchcraft."
Yeah. I mean, he has a point.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is witchcraft, and everyone would just be, like, sent into spirals. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Burn the witches.
Yeah, let's not trust the new young woman who's just arrived in town.
Who's saying she's a doctor.
Yeah. And, let's be honest, looks different from the rest of us.
Yeah.
Good call, Doctor.
Yeah.
Good shout. So inside the inn, they talk about obviously the murder. Shakespeare's confused that Martha is a doctor. He wonders what kind of land Fredonia is where a woman can be a doctor. And Martha says women can be anything they want, and he seems to like that.
Yeah,
kind of like smiles
because she makes a comment. She's like, "Look, you have a queen, like
yeah,
which is fair. I mean, yeah, the country is run by a queen, but."
Yeah. So Shakespeare asks the Doctor how he can have eyes so old for someone so young. The Doctor says, "I do a lot of reading," and
he doesn't. He really doesn't.
What he must do, but at the same time, when does he get time?
I mean, he has all the time in the world.
I guess, technically. But yeah, we never see that episode. The Doctor sits down and reads Moby Dick. We don't see that one. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like,
he must do, because he knows all the...
The only time I can think of off the top of my head where the Doctor's just reading a book is in the TV movie. Seventh Doctor's reading in the beginning. Because he starts reading the book in the beginning, and then obviously he has the whole adventure, and then the Eighth Doctor goes back to the TARDIS at the end, and he carries on reading the book.
Yeah.
That's the only time I can think of.
I feel like Capaldi must have read at some point. He had so many books.
Yeah.
Because he does close one. I remember seeing...
That's me. If we're not talking about times where, like, I don't know, he just picks a book off the shelf and he flicks through to something, but like times he's actually just sat there just reading a book.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah. So, yeah, Doctor says he does a lot of reading. Shakespeare says a bit of a trite reply. He says, like, something I would say. And, yeah, the Doctor kind of, like, smiles. He says to Martha that you look at him like you're surprised he even exists. Yeah, so the landlady comes in, tells the Doctor and Martha she's made a room for them. Shakespeare still has to finish writing the end of the play, so he says, I'm going to do that. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. But he has to... he also says he's going to the Doctor, when the Doctor's leaving, the Shakespeare says to him, like, I'm also going to solve the mystery of, like, the constant performance. Why are you always putting on a performance? And the Doctor says, all the world's a stage. And he goes, I'll have that. So yeah, in the room, Martha's not impressed.
Oh, this is hard to watch.
What?
This is hard to watch. Like, come on, read the room, girl.
Oh, this is not Martha's fault.
I mean, at no point.
No, right. We'll get into this, right? So, Martha's not impressed with the room. She says, I haven't even got a toothbrush. Yeah. Doctor pulls out the toothbrush from his pockets that were bigger on the inside. He says it's got Venusian spearmint or whatever. So, yeah, Martha says, this is all a bit like Harry Potter, innit? And he says, oh, wait till you read book 7. I cried. What do you think made him cry?
Dobby.
You think it was Dobby?
Yeah. Wait, but I get confused.
Deathly Hallows.
So it's the whole thing.
What do you mean the whole thing?
Because obviously there's 8 movies. Is this only 7 books?
Yes, yeah.
I mean everything.
That's right. I'm just thinking. Do you think it's Dobby that made him cry? It's not like, I don't know, Lupin or like spoilers for Harry Potter, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people die in that book. Do you think it was Mad Eye?
Well,
David Tennant's got a bit of a connection to that role.
Well, yeah. Everybody who dies in that movie or book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Martha asks if magic really exists, which he says it doesn't. He said it might look like magic, but it's not. It's just kind of like science. You use maths and numbers, and they use words. So, Martha says it's all hard for me to kind of like, you know, comprehend. I've only just started believing in time travel. And yeah, the Doctor like plonks himself down on the bed, and he's like, come on. She's like, oh, we've only got one bed.
Yeah, she's like, oh, so what are we going to do? Where are you going to sleep? There's only one bed. And he's like, oh, sure, there's no problem. And he just sits down, but he's so casual about it. He's like, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah, he's like,
not a big
he does
deal.
like, you know, like when you're inviting your dog on the sofa and you like tap the cushion. He does that on the bed.
Yeah, but not in a way like, come on, boy, come sit here. In like, oh, just come on, like you're not even paying attention.
He goes, come on, plenty of room, and lies down and like, yeah, taps on it, and she. Because she stands at the edge of the bed and they keep talking. Then eventually goes, are you going to stand there all night? And yeah, she lies down next to him. Yeah, so they're like lying in the bed together. She's more like upright, but he's like lying down. And they're talking. And then he kind of like leans onto his side. So he's kind of like looking at her. And he is close. Do you know what I mean? He is like...
Because she turns on her side then.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Because he is getting in what could be interpreted as a more intimate kind of moment.
Yeah, but he's not really... He's not looking at her. He's looking past her.
Well, this is the whole point, isn't it? This is the point of the scene. So, obviously, he does that. She lies down next to him and turns to face him. So they're literally like inches from each other and they're talking. And...
He's like, I'm missing something. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this is why this whole thing frustrates me. It's because at no point is he being flirtatious.
No, but I
in
think
any way. He's literally just like, oh, just, he's in the middle of thinking, and he's like, oh, just sit on the bed. Do you know what I mean? Just lie on the bed. It's fine, whatever. And then he turns and he's like, I'm missing something. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's that thing of... I think we all have met someone at some point who falls for people quite quickly and is seemingly unable to read the social cues of whether or not they are interested. Because, like I say, he is giving kind of mixed signals. Because you're right, he's not being overly flirty, but he is, like... Again, we know the Doctor is this kind of, like, asexual being. But obviously, she's just met him. She doesn't know that. So the idea of him being like, yeah, come on, share a bed with me, lying on his side and being close or whatever. So she's getting... But that's the thing. She doesn't get annoyed that he isn't into her.
Yeah, but he's treating her like a buddy. It'd be like how you would treat your mate. Like, if you and your mate were sharing a bed, you'd be like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, but I think you're missing the point. She's not getting annoyed that he's not reciprocating her romantic feelings. She gets annoyed because as they're next to each other, he says...
yeah.
He says... He asks a question. Yeah, he says, I'm missing the obvious. What is it? And he goes, Rose would know.
Yeah.
And Martha doesn't say anything.
And he's like, it's not your fault.
He says, of course, not your fault. You're still a novice.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I really wish Rose was here, though. She'd know what to say. And that's when Martha's like, oh, fuck you.
She's like, right, good night.
Yeah, she goes, right, good night, rolls over and blows the candle out. That's what I mean. I don't think she doesn't get, like, shirty with him for not reciprocating her feelings. I think it's because of just his complete... like lack of self-awareness and realizing that he's being quite rude and comparing her to what in her mind is an ex.
Yeah, but
basically saying I'd rather be here with this other person.
Yeah, but that wouldn't bother you as much, I don't think. If do you mean like
yeah, obviously the fact that she kind of likes him does play a part. Because that's what I mean.
They play it in a way that Martha's kind of like. When he's turning and he's close to her, you can see she's kind of like...
Well, yeah, 'cause she likes him. She's into him, but that's what I mean. I don't think she's not getting shirty with him because he's not reciprocating that. It's just obviously she likes him, and the fact that he keeps talking about what in her mind is like the ex, it's... Yeah, that's why she gets annoyed. It's not that he's not, like, going in to kiss her or something. It's because she likes him and he just seems completely oblivious of it.
Also, I'm just going to put something here, which might be a bit mean, but... I don't think Rose would have known what was going on.
No, I don't either. I don't either. I
don't think she would have.
I wonder if this is either the writers trying to remind us of how much of a novice Martha is at this point.
Maybe.
And obviously Rose has the experience. Or whether this is the Doctor's, like, rose-tinted glasses, like, view of her.
Yeah.
Whether it's, like, because they're gone and they're separated, he remembers her being... perfect and being amazing and being on the same page as him, even though she very rarely was.
Saying that though, towards the end she was.
I don't know. I still think of like I think about like Army of Ghosts when like they're like ghosts and she's like, don't suppose it could be the Gelf? And I'm like, you just met one thing once that people thought were ghosts and you're gonna throw that out. When the Ninth Doctor regenerates into the 10th Doctor in Born Again, the Children Need Special, and she's like, you could be a Slitheen. I'm like, really? You just watched him explode. If you know one thing about Slytheins in disguise, it's that they're overweight. Look at David Tennant. Like, come on. I don't know if she is ever on the same page as him.
Maybe not. No. Well, I don't think on the same page as him, but I think she spits balls thing a bit more. Whereas Martha she's a bit more...
Martha's more analytical, I think. She thinks things through, where Rose is more... We said this a couple times. She just takes it on the chin, she rolls with it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why the Doctor liked Rose a lot, because she enabled his desire to take the lead and show off.
Like, he's going through the things in his head, but he doesn't have to, because Rose is already saying them out loud, and he's like, nope.
Yeah.
Whereas with Martha, he's having to do the thinking.
He's like,
is it this? No.
One more thing for me to do. I got to communicate what I'm thinking now. Brilliant. But yeah, I know that I knew going into this that you were going to have like issues with this scene, but I'm like, I don't think it's that bad, because again, I don't think she's overly like enamored with him yet.
No, that's I mean, I don't have issues with this scene for that reason. I mean, it's just how after that interaction,
you think that should have sealed the deal?
Yeah,
right.
That would have sealed the deal for me. if I liked a guy and he was like, oh, come on, sit on the bed, and I sat next to him, and then he was like looking past me when I'm looking at him, and he's like, oh yeah, my ex would have known what to do.
Yeah,
I would be like, okay.
Stacey would have known what to do.
I would be like, all right, fuck you. Okay, I know where I stand. Good night.
Yeah. So meanwhile, Lilith goes into Shakespeare's room.
Yeah.
She kind of like knocks him out with a potion.
Oh no, wait a fucking minute. We've missed a little bit I'd like to bring up.
Have we?
So the witches are in their room, and they're creating a potion ready to knock Will out.
Yes.
And they're all like huddled around this little bottle. And this is like, I can't remember which one it is.
Blood tide.
She's there with like her nose is up in the air and her teeth are kind of out. And Connor looks at me and says, "That's you."
That's the way you look at things.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you're sticking your beak in.
I just can't get over how goofy they are. It's so funny.
I can't believe that you aren't you're not open to the fact that this is exactly how the witches look in Hocus Pocus.
No. Because they've got, like, the smallest amount of prosthetics on.
Yeah, but like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, the level of camp and just the tone and everything.
Yeah, but it's... This is hammed up to another level.
Do you think?
Yeah, it is. Like I said, this is the... Oh, because their faces are...
I wish everyone could have seen that face you just made.
They feel more, like... toothy, if you know what I mean. They feel like they stick their teeth out a bit more. Maybe it's because...
A bit more animate. Yeah, I guess when you're hidden behind prosthetics, you have to kind of emote a bit more.
And I think they have... Obviously, they have...
It's the same thing we had. It's the same thing we had with
really stuck out.
It's the same thing we have with the Rachnos, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where, like, I guess you kind of have to overact a little bit to get your performance through the prosthetics.
But then
obviously, yeah, I guess it's hard without being able to see yourself to know how much.
Yeah, so they're just like, oh, and it's proper like teethy.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got this potion now. They kind of, Lilith like blows into the room. Shakespeare inhales it. He falls asleep. She comes in with a marionette and controls him, and he does the derpiest face. It's so funny.
I mean, the way his head just hits the table.
Because when he gets knocked out, he goes doof, and just thuds his head on the table, and then when she starts controlling him, his head like jerks up, and it's like he's being puppeted like a marionette, but he's like his eyes are open, and he's just doing that. You know when you do the smile with your mouth but not with your eyes thing.
It's one of two emotions. It's walking past someone
that you vaguely recognize,
or just someone on the street and they look at you and you look at them and you kind of do the little like smile to be like hello.
All right. Yeah.
Or it's the smile of I can't believe that just effing happened and I'm trying to keep it cool but I'm really not. Like that one.
Again, in podcast form, that just sounds like a big snort, but
it was a big snort.
But she did do the face.
Yeah, it's the again. This will probably age it, but the Sully meme where he's kind of like doing this, and it's like,
What, the one where he stubs his toe?
Yeah,
yeah,
that face.
Yeah.
It's so derpy. Why didn't they keep his eyes shut? Because he's supposed to be asleep of some sort.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very funny though. It's very funny that he's just doing this derp face and he's just being puppeted to write the concluding paragraph to Love's Labour's Won. At this point, Lilith is discovered by the landlady, Dolly. Yeah. Dolly walks in.
Well, Dolly
she's immediately like, oh, he's got a lady in here.
Yeah, she's like, my shift is over, Will. And she's like, oh, I can see he's already had someone.
Yeah. And then Lilith turns around and she's got her ugly face on.
Yeah, and she's like, ah.
He's like, oh, you're ugly. And we hear the scream through the inn. The Doctor and Martha immediately run and bolt it into the room. Shakespeare wakes up and he's like, oh, what? And the Doctor says that her heart gave out from fright. All right.
Okay.
Why would they not just do what she did with the thing and just say it was a heart attack? Like she stabbed it with a voodoo. I don't know. Just why the line about dying from fright is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martha runs to the window and she sees Lilith flying away on a broom. And the doctor's like, "What'd you see?" And she's like, "A witch."
It's so funny. I'm sorry. I can't take witches seriously.
I've never found witches scary. Well, the witch. But it's funny, because the witch is scary in The Witch, because you don't see her.
I found the witches in the Roald Dahl movie when I was younger scary.
Right.
But
I was thinking of just like No Room on the Broom. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I find it hard to be intimidated by it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're just so goofy. Like,
yeah, so it's kind of
flying off.
peak cartoon evil.
Yeah.
Because they never seem to have much motivation either.
No.
It's always just being chaotic.
Vibe.
They're not like, oh, I want to bring, I want to destroy the world or I want to become queen. It's always just like, I just want to mess with people.
Yeah, honestly, fair.
Yeah.
You get bored in those times.
Yeah. They're just pranksters, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the morning, the Doctor, Martha, and Shakespeare, and then the wiser about what happened. They're guessing that Shakespeare is obviously central to the witch's plan because he keeps being involved. Martha accidentally mentions that he writes about witches. She's like, "Didn't you write about witches?" And he's like, "Did I?" And Thought was like, "No, not yet." So Shakespeare remembers Peter Street, who was the architect for the Globe Theatre. He spoke of witches, apparently, which leads the Doctor to want to go investigate the Globe. So at the Globe, he wonders why the theatre is a tetradecagon. He says he's heard something before that kind of involves the number 14, but he can't think of what it is. Martha says, like, there's 14 lines in a sonnet. He's like, oh, yeah, good point. And he's kind of trying to draw these, like, parallels. He asks why the globe was designed like this, and Shakespeare says that the architects thought it basically let the sound carry well. So the Doctor asks where Peter Street is, and Shakespeare says that he was admitted to Bedlam. So it's like, well, that's where we're going then. Bedlam being mental hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital in very loose quotations.
Asylum. Not hospital. Asylum.
Do we still have asylums? What's the difference?
A hospital is...
Like, I know what a hospital, but like, what defines an asylum? Because surely not all asylums are this. What does a more modern asylum look like?
I don't think it does. I don't think...
Do we not have them anymore?
I don't think we have... I think the word asylum isn't used anymore.
Is that because of the connotations?
But I think it's because the hospital is obviously to try and heal, where an asylum is more like you've been locked away.
Because you're no good.
You're being kept away from the public, yeah.
Yeah, I guess for that purpose, then we've kind of replaced asylums with... like, where do you take people that have been sections? Like, what would you... It's technically a hospital, I guess.
Usually mental institutions.
Mental institution, yeah. I guess that's kind of the replacement for the asylum, yeah.
Yeah, but it's hospital. But
does a mental institution become an asylum if it's just in an old building? If you move the patients from an asylum and you move them to like the Royal Glam down the road, would you just be like mental institution?
Yeah, because like I said, it is the same, and a lot.
It's the same premise, isn't it? It's
yeah, because
like one's spooky and one's not.
Because in many cases, a lot of mental institutions, do you mean they're locked? You are locked in. You can't get out. So
yeah. I just think when I think mental institution, I think like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. If I think asylum, I think like American Horror Story.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. Asylum's supposed to be like aid. I think that's what the word means. It's supposed to be like help.
Oh yeah, because like asylum seekers.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like aid and
seeking
help.
Asylum, yeah, I guess.
But it ain't helping.
I want to do some research after this. I'm going to learn some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shakespeare gives the final draft of his play to the actors, and then he says to the Doctor he's going to follow him to the asylum. He says to the actors, hey, the Queen may come. And then as he's walking away, he's like, as if she never does.
That ain't true. As far as I'm aware. I wasn't there. As far as I'm aware, it's well noted that Elizabeth?
Yeah.
was a frequent visitor.
Maybe after this. Because again, he hasn't written half of his works yet.
I guess. I think
he hasn't written
very early on. I'm almost certain she was a big fan.
At this point, Shakespeare hasn't written any of his like tragedies or anything yet.
I guess
he's just been doing like the comedies and the romances.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The actors are rehearsing. The lead actor is reading what he says is like gibberish, but he's all right because he's like, "Hey, I get a monologue." So he's like, "Oh, I guess old Will was dozing off as he wrote it." And as he starts reading it, the witches are alerted. They're like, "No, it's too soon." And Lilith is like, "Don't worry, Mum. It's mothers. It's just a preview of what's to come tonight." And they all kind of cackle as a spirit appears in the sky in front of the actors. And they obviously, he stops speaking and then it fades away.
This CG is so derp.
Yeah, it's not the best.
It's bad.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
They spent all the budget on the Jadoon prosthetics last episode.
To be fair, it's terrible, but they're kind of cute.
I know what you mean.
You know, like it's like, I don't know, they're just kind of cute. They're kind of sweet.
A little bit cute, you know.
Again, I think it's the derpiness. It's like, oh, look at
He's
the
a little
little
broken.
guy. Look at him.
He's just a little guy.
He's trying to come through.
Yeah.
The silly goof.
As the spirit fades away, the two kind of look at each other and they're like, "We never speak of this again, or we're going to be sent to Bedlam."
Yeah.
At Bedlam, Martha and the doctor are walking through and they learn that the patients are being whipped to entertain the staff. Shakespeare defends it because Martha's like, "You're like a genius. How can you think this is okay?" And he says, "It was the fear of this place that helped set me straight after my episode."
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting take, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
It probably would work, wouldn't it? It's not much of rehabilitation for people who are suffering, but at the same time, I guess it would like snap you out of something for fear of going there.
Yeah.
So the doctor says to Martha that Shakespeare fell into depression after his son's death, and Shakespeare basically says that he started to question what the point of existence was. He says, "To be or not to be." And he goes, "Ooh, that's good." And the doctor says, "You should write that down." And Shakespeare says, "Don't know, bit pretentious."
The doctor goes, "Oh, well."
Yeah. And the three of them are eventually led into Street's cell, and the doctor sees that he's suffering from catatonia. He's not with us, we'll say. His mind is elsewhere. Lilith senses that something is wrong, though. So her and Mother's, what are their names?
Blood Tide.
Yes.
And Doom Finger.
Yes. They're looking into their cauldron of visions, I guess.
Sure.
And they see the doctor's at the madhouse with Shakespeare. Lilith says the doctor was at the inn with Shakespeare. He smells like something new. But they're fearing that obviously they're going to be revealed if the doctor can get Peter to talk. So Doomfinger teleports. She goes, disappears. In the cell, the doctor uses his telepathy.
Yeah.
He puts his hands on Peter's head and he basically convinces him that everything horrible that happened to him in the past year happened to someone else.
Yeah. And
he's like, "No, this is a story. It happened to someone else. Tell me the story. What happened?" And Peter says that witches spoke to him and made him design the globe to their design, not his own. The doctor asks where they're from, and he says that they were based on All Hallows Street. I mean, with a name like that, you're going to get witches living there, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's just asking for trouble. At this point, who appears in the cell?
Doomfinger.
Why is her name Doomfinger? Well, we find out why her name's Doomfinger.
It's just so stupid of all the names.
She appears in the cell and she kills Peter with a touch to the heart.
Yeah.
Just one touch, that's all it takes.
And she's there with her little finger like, "Oh."
Yeah, she's like, "Who's next?" And Martha's like pulling on the cell door. She's like, "Let us out." The doctor's like, "That's no good. Everyone's yelling that."
I like that line. It's true.
Yeah. So Doomfinger's looking around. She's like, "Who wants to go next?" And the doctor steps forward. Martha's like, "No, don't do it." And the doctor's like, I can defeat you if I just know you. I need to know you. And Doomfinger's like, no one on Earth has knowledge of us. And the Doctor starts kind of narrowing it down. He says humanoid females channel energy through power of words, 14 walls of the globe, and he remembers, it's based on the 14 stars of the Rexel configuration. So he says, I name you Carrionite. And she goes, Wah! No, that was Mario.
Yeah, it was.
Whoops.
A green pipe comes up and teleports him back to the house.
Yeah. Yeah. So Martha's like, what happened there? So the Doctor's like, he explains that the Carrionites produce their magic through an ancient science based on the power of words. Yeah, in the witch's home, Doomfinger joins Lilith and
Blood Tide.
She tells them that the Doctor knows what they are. So Lilith tells her mothers to go to the globe and wait for her. She says, I'll wait for the Doctor.
I don't understand all of this.
What do you mean?
I mean, one, typical Doomfinger, right?
Good old Doomfinger.
Silly Doomfinger does the thing that every Bond villain does.
Talks into death.
Well, yeah, and
no, Doctor, I expect you to die.
she instead of being like, "Oh, you've stepped forward, death," she's like, "Oh, you're trying to name us. Oh, well, I guess I'll wait and see what you were going to name us."
Yeah.
She was like,
she was just hoping he was going to say, like, I don't know, adipose or something.
Slitheen.
Yeah, Slitheen. Yeah, and she'd be like, ha,
psych,
wrong. Yeah.
Also, how does saying her name teleport her back to the house?
Pass. Don't know.
Dumb.
Ask Gareth Roberts.
Gareth, answer the question. You're not listening to this, and you wrote this 20 years ago.
I think he's really active on Twitter. Go tweet him. Oh, sorry, X. Sorry.
Nah, I ain't getting involved with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So back at the Elephant Inn, the Doctor explains that the Carrionites vanished at the dawn of the universe. It was left to debate whether or not they were actually real. He never really knew. Shakespeare says, I'm going for real. So Martha and the Doctor figure out how they managed to get back. Basically, when Shakespeare was grieving for his son, he wrote something in a play that allowed them to access the Earth. The Carrionites plan on using Shakespeare's words inside the globe as an energy converter to bring the rest of their species back. So the Doctor realises that Love's Labour's Won is a weapon. So the Doctor sends Shakespeare to stop the show whilst he and Martha go to All Hallows Street to find the witches. And yeah, Shakespeare bursts onto the stage during the performance. And
he's like, sorry, this is stopping.
He's like, sorry everyone, we're going to have to cancel the show.
All.
Yeah, you'll get a refund. And everyone's like, boo. Even the actors are like, what? They think Will's been like a critic about his own work or something. But do you know who's up in the stands, Charles?
Lilith.
No, not Lilith. Lilith's at the house.
Oh, the bitches.
And their names are
Blood Tide and... Right, question.
Yeah.
So, I know the Carrionites are all about words.
Yeah.
Do you think she's called herself Doomfinger because she has the finger of doom? Do you think by calling herself that, she has given herself that power?
Yeah.
So what the fuck does Blood Tide do?
She makes the...
Tide of blood.
Yeah, she makes the elevator shot from The Shining with,
no.
with the lift doors open.
That would have been handy.
Yeah. So yeah. Bloodtide and Doomfinger are up in the stands waiting, and they use their voodoo doll of Will to knock him out. They like tap his head and he just like collapses on stage. The actors all assume he's drunk.
Yeah.
So they carry him backstage, and then the one guy does this like jaunty little shuffle. Just like a little skip to get back to his mark.
Yeah, he's like, sorry about sorry about Will, he's feeling kind of ill.
Yeah.
I looked at Connor was like, you.
That's big you energy.
Yeah, me when I'm trying to explain anything awkward to anybody. Sorry that happened.
Don't listen to the words I'm saying. Look at my jaunty actions. Yeah. So the Doctor and Martha reach All Hallows Street, and Martha questions how this can be a problem because she's like, the world doesn't end in 1599. I'm living proof of that. The Doctor says it's like Back to the Future, where if the past is significantly changed, the entire present day will be rewritten. She's like, what, am I going to start fading away? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. And she's like, oh. So the Doctor says, we need to find the house, but which house? And then a nearby door goes, and creaks open. He goes, make that which house? Boo.
Boo indeed. But I know we aren't that far in yet to the revival.
Yes.
But and I understand why. But God, the Doctor must get so freaking sick of people being like, "But I'm here, and I know that didn't happen."
Having to explain the same stuff over and over again.
You think he would create like a little induction video for people on the TARDIS?
You know when
watch this.
You know when Capaldi has the laminated cards?
Yeah.
He's just going through the rigmarole.
Yeah.
All blowing bubble babies will be...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like, when you start in retail and they make you watch that little video about like the company's history or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
how to give good customer service.
Put this in the TARDIS DVD player. Welcome to the TARDIS. TARDIS stands for time and relative dimensions in space.
Yes.
Yes, it's bigger on the inside.
Oh my God, please. Please someone make that happen. I want that to be a future Doctor Who thing.
Yeah, I love the thought of it. I love the thought of the Doctor having like auditions to be like, who's the best companion?
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Right, that is a fucking brilliant idea.
Is it?
Because I really like Peter Capaldi as the Doctor.
Yeah. And
he said he wouldn't come back. But what if we could get him to come back just because he's recorded that videotape? And that's the only thing.
Yeah,
like watch this.
You know, like when Eccleston had the hologram of himself leaving the message for Rose.
Yeah.
Like, what if the Doctor left a message like that, but it was a previous incarnation?
Yeah.
Because Jodie does. Is it Flux when Jodie's like? I think she's in like handcuffs to like voice activate. Yeah. She's like, wait, I think I might have been Scottish when I set them up.
Yeah.
She's like, release. But it's funny because she does two different Scottish accents. She does Sylvester McCoy's and she does Capaldi's accents.
Which one is it where like the Doctor's look, like the Doctor's talking to a companion and it's like they change their look, like on the hologram? I swear that's a thing, isn't it? Where they're like, oh, you know, I have different faces, and like this one, you'll know this version best. Or am I thinking of something else?
I think you're mixing a few things up there.
I might be, but
there might be that bit in Let's Kill Hitler when the Doctor's dying on the floor, and he's talking to the TARDIS interface that looks like young Amy, and she's like, I chose this face because I thought you'd find it most comforting, and then she's like, I can pick one of these other faces, and then there's like Rose and Donna appear, and he's like, oh great, make me feel guilt. There's also like that bit at the end of the 11th hour where all the faces are like changing.
Yeah.
And then obviously Matt Smith just walks through it. You might be mixing a few things up.
Maybe. But yeah, I think that would be great. Maybe we should ask Capaldi to come back and create a little induction video.
He's a bit old now though, isn't he?
Is he?
He's looking a bit...
Just put him in a long wig.
It's not the hair, he's looking a bit gaunt.
Okay, well, give some makeup.
Unsink his eyes a bit.
Yeah, it's fine. Give him a bit of makeup, put him in a long wig and a ruffles shirt, and he'd be good.
That's the thing. It would be great, if we had like, I don't know. Obviously, I know he's gone now, but like if we had like Shooty talking to like Belinda or something, and he's like, I swear I left a message somewhere, and then he like boots it up, and it's like Matt Smith. Like leaving a message or something. That'd be cool.
I just love the idea of like, again,
I'd like any previous Doctor to do that, bar David Tennant.
Yeah, like I love the idea of
Paul McGann,
like Billie Piper's Doctor now. Like a new companion comes in, she's like, "Come into the TARDIS." She's like, "Sit there, watch this," and she just plays a video on the screen.
Yeah, she's the impatient one.
Yeah, and it's Capaldi being like, "Hello, you're in the TARDIS."
Welcome to the TARDIS.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Save the Doctor.
I feel like I need to make that as like a spoof, like a little video.
Yeah, either that.
Put it on the channel.
If we can't make it on the Doctor, like Doctor Who show, can we make it like a clip on like Comic Relief?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm really tempted to make that as an actual thing. See if I can get AI to do like a.
An induction video for the...
No, like I'll write the induction video and I'll edit it, but see if I can get AI to, I don't know, sound a bit like the 12th Doctor or something.
Yeah.
Because that's probably closer than my impression would be.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that. Anyway, back to
Yeah.
another tangent.
Back to the house on All Hallows Street.
Yes.
They confront Lilith inside. She tells the Doctor that the 3 Carrionites want to gain entry for the rest of their species, eliminate the humans, start a new empire on Earth, and spread out from there.
Fair.
So Martha's like, don't worry, Doctor, I've got this. I know what to do.
Cringe.
Yeah, it's a bit cringe, isn't it?
Yeah. I name thee.
Why'd she say thee?
I mean,
because the Doctor says, I name you.
Well, she's kind of playing with this a little bit, isn't she? Because earlier on, she tries to speak to Shakespeare and like oldie worldy talk, and Doctor's like, "Don't do that."
Oldie worldy talk.
Well, yeah, that's oldie worldy.
Those aren't words.
Yeah, it is.
Oldie worldy.
That's a common phrase.
Okay.
Don't okay me.
No, but this is that running gag though, isn't it, with the 10th Doctor?
Yeah.
Because there's the bit
He's
in Tooth and Claw when Rose is
that.
like, "Aye, we were oot and a boot."
He's like, no.
And the Doctor's like, no, don't do that. And then you got this bit here, and then there's a bit next season in Midnight when Donna goes molto bene, and the Doctor goes, no, don't do that. Yeah, so Martha's like, I know this, and she points at it and goes, I name thee Carrionite. And Lilith goes, oh, nice try.
Sassy.
Martha goes, what did I do wrong? Was it the finger? And she's like, the power of a name only works once, of course. And she's like, to prove her point, she's like, something, blood and bones, I name you Martha Jones, and then Martha just like falls unconscious.
Yeah.
And
then a little bit of exposition. Oh, you're only knocked out. You're not dead because you're from a different time.
Yeah. You must be out of your time.
Thanks, Gareth.
Come on, Gary.
Come on. Think of something better.
Yeah. So Lilith tries to do the same to the Doctor, but she can't get his name.
No.
He ain't got a name.
No. Well, do.
She just can't pronounce it. She didn't want to try butchering it.
Yeah.
She was like, oh no. This is gonna be cultural appropriation if I try to pronounce this. I don't want him to think I'm racist. No. Yeah, so she senses a name that could hurt him though, and she tries to name Rose. And the Doctor says, that's a name that keeps me fighting, baby. He doesn't say baby.
I was going to say, I don't think he said baby.
No.
It'd be very weird if he did.
He says, oh, that's your big mistake. That name keeps me fighting. And he demands to know how the Carrionites came to Earth.
Yeah.
So she explains that the Eternals found the words to banish the Carrionites into darkness. Fun fact, I'm currently reading... Not fun, but fact. I'm actually making my way through the Time Lord Victorious arc. So I'm reading a lot about the Dark Times, and yeah, this is just kind of interesting to me because how many creatures in Doctor Who have from the dawn of time and things like that, but I'm like, yeah, the Carrionites were there with the Rachnos and the Eternals and the Cthulhu and other creatures there. I don't know, this is just for me, this tangent. This is just me being like, hey, that felt like a little nod to this other side project that I'm making my way through.
It probably was a nod from... Wait, was that written before or after this?
Well, the Time Lord Victoria stuff? Oh, way after.
Ah, so
like,
it wasn't
15 years after. This is like during like COVID.
What?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not. I was going to say, maybe it's, Doctor Who writers being like, oh, look, this one thing.
Well, yeah, we'll give
for
you a
those
nod.
who knows.
Yeah, I mean, they do a lot of that. They do a lot of like nods to like novels and like audio dramas from like years prior. But yeah, no, what I'm reading through is quite modern. But yeah, so the 3 Carrionites were able to escape using the power of Shakespeare's grief over his son, which they kind of already knew. The grief of a genius, she says. So she walks up and she gets really close to the Doctor. The Doctor thinks she's like trying to like seduce him. He's like, that's really not going to work. And she just like cuts a lock of his hair. He's like, what? What's that for?
I mean, to be fair, it was quite stupid of him. Maybe it's quite vain of him to think, oh, she's going to...
She wants a piece of this.
Well, or she's, she could never seduce me, so go on, try, kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, You know she do voodoo. Like, why are you letting her
Dude,
anyway?
you know she do voodoo.
Yeah, that's what Martha would have said.
That's what Rose would have said. Shame she wasn't there.
Rose wouldn't know what to say.
Yeah. So, yeah, she cuts a lock of his hair off and then she flies through the window. The doctor goes, "Give that back."
Good one, Doc.
Yeah, she's going to go, "All right.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'd rather change her heart."
And then she flies out the window and, like, T-poses. And he's like, "That's cheating."
He goes, "Oh, that's cheating." Yeah, so she uses his hair to make a voodoo doll. He's like, "You may call that magic. I call it a DNA replication module." All right, mate.
All right.
Who are you trying to prove a point to?
She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She's like, cute stab.
Regardless, she stabs it in the heart, and
She's
the doctor.
not chanting.
She's not trying to make him drown.
What? And that's the whole...
Because they didn't have to chant to knock Shakespeare out either.
No. Maybe it was just a cute little group thing they did.
It's just a ritual, yeah.
Yeah.
But not like a magic ritual, just like a...
They're like...
Oh, wouldn't it be really
She got home and the mother's found out that she's been voodooing without them. So like, next time, call us and we'll chant together. Okay, mums.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Mother Doomfinger. Yeah, so... Yeah, she stabs the voodoo doll, the doctor goes, "Ah!" and falls over, and she doesn't even check he's dead. She just goes, "Ah," and just flies off. And Martha happens to wake up, and she thinks the doctor's dead. She's like, "Uh-oh," and he's like, "Wait a minute, you got 2 hearts." And then he just immediately goes, "Yep, lol." So he stands up, and then he's like, "Oh, no, only 1 heart working. Ooh, that does not feel good."
And
actually.
she punches him a couple of times, and it starts the other.
Well, it's funny, because he says, "Oh, only 1 heart, how'd you cope?" And he's like, "Quick, give me a third." And she like punches his chest. He goes, "Ah, the other side." And then she does it, and then he goes, "Wait, on the back." And then she does, and then his second heart kick starts, and then he cracks his back and says, "Bada boomba."
Is that what the rhythm his heart makes?
Well, bada boom? No, his heart goes bum.
Ba-ba-boomba.
No, bada boomba, bada boomba, bada boom.
Yeah.
Sounds like Sean Paul. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
so... Yeah, and then they head off to stop the carry-nights together. Yeah, they are, I know the doctor does address this, but they are making a habit of stopping his heart, aren't they, in Series 3? It's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's a...
It's just a shame.
I was gonna say something, but I'd need to think about how I'm gonna say this.
You'd think that Martha would have had to have done a bit more CPR than just punched him.
Like she did last episode. Yeah, last episode. Why didn't she just punch him?
Yeah.
Why wasn't she just punching his corpse to wake him up?
To be fair, she had to do both hearts.
Yeah.
This time, it was just one.
Just one.
So it was the doctor's like, "It's fine, just give it a quick punch."
The thing is, surely, if they stab the voodoo doll, they didn't just stop the heart; they stabbed the heart.
I know,
So
that's
surely
what I was
he'd have to
thinking.
do some healing, and I know he's a Time Lord, but wouldn't that take some regeneration energy?
Oh, maybe he did.
Oh.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe that's what he was doing.
Maybe that's why his next incarnation was a little autistic.
Oh, no. Says you.
All right. So I've had a lot of people tell me that my mannerisms are like the 11th Doctor sometimes. Like the way I like talk with my hands.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me that. Yeah. So at the Globe, the actors have reached the end of the play, and Lilith joins her mothers, who are called...
Are you going to ask me
Yes.
every time?
Yes?
I'm going to hyphen it to...
Blood-Tie Doomfinger.
No. Or not hyphen. I was going to say
Abbreviate?
BTDF.
Is that easier? Is that easier to say?
Oh, I'm spicing stuff up.
Sure. So Lilith says, "Doctor's dead, don't worry." Lead actor, he's basically finished the play. He's just reading the last paragraph. His monologue, the incantation.
They're like, "Oh, he's doing it.
He's doing the thing. It's all going to plan." And yeah, a vortex starts appearing in the middle of the globe.
Yeah.
The Carrionites fly around the sky. They're laughing, go because they're evil and they're witches. The audience panic and they try to run out, but they
Lock
get
the
locked.
door.
Yeah, they lock them in. Don't know why. Is it necessary for them to be there for the ritual?
Enjoyment,
Dunno.
I guess.
I don't know.
People to feast on, I guess.
If that's something they do, sure. Yeah.
Who knows?
The Doctor and Martha arrived. Don't know how they arrived though, because the doors were locked.
Also, I mean, I know they want to be next to Will. This is so backtracking. I'm very sorry.
Right.
But you know they both sleep in the bed, and Martha's like,
yes.
Martha's like, oh, this is a bit rubbish, this place. Why didn't they go sleep in the TARDIS?
Shut up. Taking in the culture, obviously.
Yeah, that's
if they were in the TARDIS, they wouldn't have heard the scream.
Yes, plot.
Yeah. So the Doctor and Martha arrive. They find Shakespeare's waking up. He's rubbing his head. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I think I hit my head. He's like, you meant to stop the play.
So it's just like one job.
Yeah, because one job, stop the play. He says, stop rubbing your head, you'll go bald.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So the Doctor goes on stage and he tries to undo the damage. But he can't because he realizes there's only one person that can do that. It's Will. It's Will I Am Shakespeare.
No. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
Where are the words? Yeah. So the
no.
Doctor tells Shakespeare to improvise a verse. He says, you're the man, you're the genius, you're the man of words. They are creatures of words. You need to undo this with words. Use your words, wordsmith. Wordsmith Shakespeare. So he tells him to improvise a verse and get the plan undone.
Yeah.
So he does. He speaks and I can't really remember any of it. I'm not gonna lie. He just starts saying it. The Carrionites are like cowering in fear. They're like, oh no.
They still have his voodoo doll. They could have just killed him.
Shut up. And then they go, oh no, what can we do now? And Will's doing this thing and then he can't think of a rhyme.
Yeah, so the Doctor helps him out with something.
No, Martha does.
The Doctor does first.
No, the Doctor gives him the numbers for the constellation or whatever it is. But yeah, when he can't think of the rhyme, he like looks to the Doctor and the Doctor's like, I don't know. And then he looks to Martha and Martha goes, Expelliarmus. So then Shakespeare goes, Expelliarmus. And the Doctor says, good old JK. Look. Let's leave it there and explore no further. The Carrionites and all the copies of Love's Labour's 1 get sucked up through the portal.
It's just like Harry Potter. With all the letters coming through the chimney, but opposite.
So it's like Harry Potter, but not.
Yeah.
Because there's no portal in Harry Potter and there were no letters here.
Hey, they're going into the portal, so they're being sucked through that
I'd
way.
be more like, hey, this is like Doomsday.
Yeah.
You know? Martha, Shakespeare, and the actors take a bow because the entire audience, believe it or not, think that whole thing was special effects.
I'm surprised they don't think it was witchcraft.
Yeah, they're all clapping and applauding. The Doctor immediately runs backstage. Everyone else is like bowing.
That's what this. Do you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back to that. The Doctor's like, oh no, we can't tell the people that the man died by drowning because of witchcraft, but they literally see witchcraft and stuff that is unexplainable. How the hell is that going to be special effects? And then they're like, oh yeah, that was the play.
Well, they do.
Dumb.
Yeah. So the Doctor grabs the orb and he finds the Carrionites inside. I said that. It's like when your cat wants to be let in and they're like clawing at the window going, eh. They're screaming. The Doctor keeps that in the TARDIS for a bit.
Yeah.
I say that. I just had a thought because I was like, Carrionites never really come back. But they are referenced. But yeah, it's Gareth Roberts again. Because next time they reference is in The Unicorn and the Wasp.
Oh.
Because, do you remember at the end of that episode, when the Doctor's going through his stuff in the TARDIS, and he goes to show Donna the Agatha Christie book and he says it's published in the year like 10 billion or whatever it is. And he's got a bunch of boxes under the TARDIS, and he goes A, B, C for Cybermen, C for Carrionite, and he's got the orb there. Yeah.
Are they in the orb then?
We don't hear them screaming.
Yeah.
That'd drive the Doctor nuts, wouldn't it? If they were just screaming under the floorboards the whole time.
To be fair, wherever they are, at least they've got a Shakespeare.
Each other.
I was going to say a Shakespeare play, but sure.
You got entertainment.
Yeah, just one. They've got the
one with the nonsense ending.
Yeah, the play that they helped write that caused their doom.
Yeah. Doomfinger. Yeah. So in the morning, Shakespeare is flirting with Martha again.
Oh, this is so harsh. It's so funny, but it's
You're about
so
Martha's
harsh.
line?
No, I'm on about him being like, I don't know why you look at him like that. It's obvious he'll never feel that way about you. Why don't you? Why don't you come with me instead?
Yeah. She says, "Why waste your time on a man who may never give you a kiss when you have someone who is willing to give it to you right here?"
Yeah. Oof. True.
Yeah, the Doctor comes in from the prop room carrying a skull. He says it reminds him of Sycorax. Shakespeare says, "Ooh, I'll take that from you as well." The Doctor says, "I must be on 10% there." Shakespeare did use the word Sycorax though. In The Tempest. So that's fun.
He did.
Yeah, the Doctor Will's saying like, "Oh, my head hurts," and the Doctor goes, "Here you go," and he gives him a neck brace for the pain. He says, "You might want to keep that, look good on you." And he's looking at the crystal ball. He says he's got a nice dark attic in the TARDIS for the Carrionites to scream in for eternity.
Fair.
Yeah, he needs to get Martha back to Fredonia though, and yeah, I mean, at some point, like before the Doctor shows up, like he goes to kiss her and she's like, "Mate, your breath stinks."
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
No,
like,
yeah, she leans in and they're going to kiss and she's like, "Don't have to tell you this, but
your breath don't half stink."
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
It would have been funny if she pulled out the toothbrush from her pocket.
Yeah. You've seen Spearmint.
A parting gift.
Yeah. But Shakespeare says he knows that the Doctor is actually, by saying taking Martha back to Fredonia, he knows he means leaving this era.
Yeah.
He knows the Doctor's not from this Earth and Martha's from the future, and they're all like, "Wow, you're a genius.
Yeah.
You're brilliant."
Sure.
So yeah, Shakespeare says that he and the Doctor aren't so different. They're both men of great intellect. He says, "I might rewrite." Oh no, Martha says you can always rewrite the play. But the Doctor says, "Yeah, probably wouldn't, because those words still have power. You could risk re-releasing the Carrionites." And
do you think the reason why because do you think he's like, I don't think he's going to release the Carrionites, but Martha, you will be changing the future.
Yeah.
It's a lost play.
You brought this up earlier.
Yes, it's a
Rose would have known this.
It's a lost play. It's the same as killing a butterfly. Stop it.
Yeah. But yeah, Shakespeare's happy to accept this. He says from now on he wants to focus on writing about sons and fathers in honour of his son Hamnet.
Hamnet.
That's his name, Hamnet.
Yeah. She's like, "Hamnet." He's like, "Yes, what's wrong?"
Yeah. Got a problem with that?
So, huh.
And yeah, for his Dark Lady, he reveals a sonnet.
Yeah.
He's like, "I wrote you a sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?"
The Doctor's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. The thing is that, again, a lot of those sonnets that Shakespeare wrote were written to someone he referred to as the Dark Lady.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what are you going to do? But yeah, he's interrupted immediately when two of his actors burst in, and they say that the Queen has heard of last night's production and wants to see the play for herself. And Queen Elizabeth I enters, and the Doctor's amused. He's like, "It's Queen Elizabeth." And she goes, "Oh, Doctor, my sworn enemy." He goes, "What?" She's like, "Off with his head." And he goes, "What?" And Martha's like, "Don't worry about what, let's go." He's like, "I haven't even met her yet." So then, yeah, she sends some guards to run after him. He and Martha run off. Shakespeare just sits there laughing. And yeah, they run through the streets back to the TARDIS, and the Doctor slams the door shut just as an arrow flies into the door.
Mm.
And the TARDIS dematerializes.
Mm.
And that's the Shakespeare Code.
Indeed.
Charlotte,
Hello.
did you like it? Okay. Was it as good as, worse than, or pretty much the same as you remembered it being?
It's as good as, maybe slightly better. Only slightly, though.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's better than Smith and Jones.
Do you? Okay.
Do I?
Okay.
Yes. I enjoy it more.
Is that because it's a historical?
I do love a historical.
How's this compared to The Unquiet Dead?
That's better.
I agree.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
I thought you were going to have more to say than that.
I think, again, this is very much... I love the historicals, and I know sometimes that they can focus more on the character than the actual plot.
Yeah.
I feel like this could have done with another draft.
Fair.
There was a couple of things which I brought up, which is like...
Doesn't make sense once you think about it.
Yeah, and it's like you could have easily resolved these things, possibly.
Yeah, they don't come from writing yourself into a corner, they just come from you didn't bother to flesh it out.
Yeah, well, some of them it's writing yourself into... Again, like the thing of, like, why didn't the Carrionites... They already had the voodoo doll of Shakespeare, they could have just killed him. Do you mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I understand you could say they didn't want to kill him when he was on the stage trying to stop the play. But he'd done everything they needed him to do at that point, so they could have. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's fun. I like the idea of it, but there are some loopholes.
Yeah. What do you think of Shakespeare himself?
I like him.
Yeah?
Yeah. I dislike the...
Nomi?
Yeah, I dislike that. That's... No.
What do you think of the Carrionites?
Oh, they're just...
Not good?
I mean, they're fine. They're not the best monster, are they? Like, of the week.
Are they what you would... Do you reckon they're like the worst monster we've had so far?
Right, this isn't an offence to Sarah Jane, because I love Sarah Jane. But I feel like they're very much... They seemed like lowbrow. Like something that would be a monster for a child.
Yeah.
Not a family. Like, children.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But do you think from what we've watched so far in the revival, would you say that they're your least favourite enemy?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Autons, Cassandra, Gelth, Slovene.
I hate the Autons.
You hate the
They're
Autons?
stupid. Yeah.
Have we had the Autons since Rose?
No.
No?
I don't think we have, no.
That's wild. Yeah, you know, Daleks, Reapers, Empty Child, what's his name? Jagrafess?
Max.
I
mean, he's kind of rubbish, but...
Cassandra again. Werewolf, Krillitanes, Clockwork Androids, Cybermen, The Wire.
That's kind of rubbish, but...
Satan. Absorbaloff.
I mean...
Isolus.
Absorbaloff.
Oh, no.
No. We don't even want to talk about him. But yeah, no, I think they're fine, but they're just a bit silly. But I think it's the fact that they're played quite goofily. They don't seem... What's the word? They don't seem like they're a big threat.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because I did think while we were watching it, actually, even before you brought it up, I did have that thought myself, that they seem like they would suit Sarah Jane adventures more than Doctor Who.
But even then, like, I feel like if there was an even kiddier version of Sarah Jane, if there was a CBBS version of Sarah Jane...
They felt like Invasion of the Bane Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
Not like...
Not like, what's his name?
Not like the Trickster.
Yeah.
They feel more like, I don't know, the Kudlak. Or or the Bane.
A bit goofy, yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether it's the way they portrayed, whether it's just witches in general. I feel like it's a thing of, like, you know, sometimes in the past, obviously, they've said about Daleks or Cybermen taking over the world, and you're like, oh god, that would be horrendous.
Yeah.
These witches taking over the world, I'd be like...
We could be neighbours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as a male, would you feel differently? As you seem to be the main target. They'd probably try and recruit
I'm not scared
me.
of them. I think I could punch them.
They'd probably try and recruit me. They'd be like, you know, oh, you have a
You
black...
like cats?
You have a black cat. You don't like people.
You have a maniacal cackle and you like cats.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Working titles. Theatre of Doom.
What is it with Doom?
Do you like Theatre of Doom?
No.
Love's Labour's 1.
I mean, that makes sense.
Or the current title, The Shakespeare Code. What do you reckon?
I mean, Theatre of Doom is horrendous.
It's very Doctor Who, though.
It is horrendous because we've also had Doomsday. Oh, well, we will have Doomsday.
We've had Doomsday.
So, and also Doomfinger. Like, okay, we get it. Like, shut up.
I mean, yeah, we will have, like, Empire of Death and stuff. Like...
I mean, would you say Love's
Labour's 1.
1? So, yeah, they called it after the one that was Min. So, I can understand that. That's cool because that's what they call the play, and obviously that's the missing play, and it's Shakespeare. That makes sense. And then Shakespeare's Code. Sure. It's fine.
Is Shakespeare Code the best of the 3?
Probably not. I think I prefer...
You think you would have gone for Love's Labour's 1?
Yeah, I think I would have, yeah.
Interesting.
What about you? Honestly, don't really care that much, so like...
Sure.
I don't know whether you feel
I'd be
indifferent.
happy with any of them. Theatre of Doom, sure.
I mean, no.
With any of them.
No.
Yeah, obviously, I already told you about, he refers to Martha as the Dark Lady, who was the subject of many of his sonnets. Yeah, the whole, like, shall I compare thee to a summer's day is the start of Sonnet 18, which is probably one of, if not maybe his most famous sonnet. Yeah, and one other thing, and I think you might find this interesting. So the scene where the Doctor and Martha share a room was originally written to have the Doctor casually undressed down to his underwear.
What?
And he was still obviously going to invite Martha to share the bed with him.
Yeah.
But it was rewritten as the producers and David Tennant thought it would be inappropriate.
Well, yeah.
I just wanted to share that with you.
I think that was a good decision.
The Doctor sleeps in his full trench coat. We know that.
I mean, I don't feel like the Doctor slept. Was he sleeping?
No.
Was he just lying there, like, with his hands on his chest, thinking when he hit the screen?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would have been really weird.
He's like, yeah, he heard the scream. He's like, oh no. And he goes to run out. He's like, oh no, I got to get dressed.
He's just running down the hall, pulling up his trousers. Doing his tie up.
You see him bust into the room, yeah, and he's doing his tie.
Oh, no. Yeah, because, oh god, that'd be so... And again, Martha would be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you undressing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Why are you wearing white pants with red hearts on them?
Oh my god, I really don't want to know what kind of... Oh, imagine if he had, like, little Dalek pants.
He's got like the TARDIS on it.
Yeah, like the custom pants you can buy online. No. You can get your own print.
No, he's just got the Doctor Who logo over the ass. Yeah, he's got a pocket in there for his Sonic, you reckon?
No, he's got Rose's face on them.
Oh no!
Can you imagine? Like, he pulls down his trousers and then Martha just sees Rose's face.
No, that's a missed opportunity for a really funny gag to have, like, I don't know, Tegan's face or something. And be like, oh, I need to throw these out.
Oh no!
Like that. Yeah, to have like Zoe's face or like Dodo Chaplet's face and be like, oh man, I've had these forever. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it. Do you have anything else to say about the Shakespeare Code?
I don't know. Do you?
Not really.
What do you think of it? Because you haven't really said what you feel about it.
I don't feel a lot.
What would you give it? What would you rank it?
5 out of 10.
Mid.
Yeah. I think Smith & Jones is better. I think this falls in that same spot as like Tooth and Claw and like New Earth does for me in Series 2, where I enjoy watching it, But I think when we inevitably come to ranking this series, this is going to fall in the bottom half. Not because I dislike it, but because it's middling and there are some really good episodes to this series. This is not my least favourite of the series. I think this is better than 42 and The Lazarus Experiment. But it might then be next. Don't know. Do I like this more than the Dalek 2-part? I don't know. Yeah, that's for me. I feel like this would fall towards like the bottom end of the rankings, but not because I view this negatively, just purely by default, because I like other ones more. And that's kind of how I felt about like New Earth. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it for me.
That's it, baby. We've done it. We watched another episode of Doctor Who.
You're so weird.
Thanks. So thank you very much for listening. We appreciate you very much as always.
Yeah.
If you're listening over on YouTube, please leave a lovely comment for Charles. Leave a like, subscribe to keep up with everything that we're doing. If you're listening over on podcasting platforms, that could be Apple Podcasts, that could be Spotify, or it could be YouTube Music. I don't think I think you can comment on Spotify. The others not so much, but yeah, follow the show and keep up with everything that we're doing. We appreciate you all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably already guessed we're kind of not sticking to a schedule at the moment. I think we're just useless.
Dribbling them out when we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But regardless, they will be coming. They just might not be as consistent as you'd like. Sorry.
Yeah. Surprise!
Sorry, we're getting a house.
we're trying to get a house.
We're in the process of moving in the next few months, so life is lifing. But yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next episode where we're going to hit some pretty major rush hour. Yeah. But until then, stay safe, stay away from Doomfinger, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Doomfinger. No.